Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to my sewing studio. Um, Thank you for joining me on this cold February day. Um, if you, as you're joining, please just type in the chat, tell me where you are and introduce yourself. I'd love to be able to just say hello to you. So let me introduce myself. I am Lisa, the owner and designer of Pink Hollybush Patterns. Pink Hollybush Patterns are a line of children's sewing patterns, um, most of which have an option for smocking, and most of which are designed for knits. But here in my sewing studio and on my channel, I am an avid sewist. So we talk all things sewing and smocking. And today I am going to be talking about both. So I am glad you are here. So with that, let's dive in. So the first thing I want you to know is I'm in Connecticut, here in beautiful New England. The snow is on the ground. It is blowing, windy, it's cold and kind of miserable, although it is sunny. We are very sunny in Connecticut, which is always wonderful. But today, even despite the snow and the fact we are expecting more tonight, I am talking about spring sewing. Yep, because Easter is not too far away, and so we have to be thinking about spring sewing. And if you followed me for any time, you know that I have a little granddaughter. She will be 15 and a half months on Easter this year. And so, of course, sewing a dress for her, well, actually smocking a dress for her for Easter is one of my highest priorities. So I have three different fabrics I'm sort of thinking about. They are all pretty broadcloth and they are all checks. So I want to go with just something really classic. And yes, I'm going to be smocking bunnies on the dress. So I have this little purple check, I have a turquoise check, and I have a green check. And all of these are 100% cotton. I believe they're either Speckler Vogel or Fabric Finders, beautiful fabric. And yeah, so the check sizes are all slightly different. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but there's the green one. So I'm debating which one I'm going to use. As I mentioned, I do want to smock bunnies, and I have some smocking plates I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But I think I'm going to go with the soft purple for her. My daughter, her mom, loves purple. And I was just thinking if I did brown bunnies, and we have orange carrots, and we have the green grass, that would all look really pretty against the purple. It would look pretty. I think this turquoise just might be a little bit too bright. And the problem with the green, of course, is then it's hard to smock the green grass on it. Plus, I think I only have a yard of this, so that might be pushing it a little bit tighter, although I'm going to do a short sleeve bishop, so I probably could get it in the yard, but I have more of the purple and the blue, so we definitely can do that. It would fit in those. So next week, I will let you know for sure. I will have made up my mind by then, and I will have it cut out and started sewing it because otherwise it will not get done. So, but I think we're going to go with the purple. So that brings me to what I'm smocking on it. So as I said, I want to do bunnies. I've ordered a whole bunch of bunny smocking plates, which I will show you if you join me next week. I will again have decided exactly what I'm going to smock on it. But there are a couple of free different bunny picture smocking plates that I wanted to tell you about. So the first one is a free bunny plate by Mishi Mooney. and it's called Brown Bunnies, and I don't have a picture of it, but I will put a link to it below in the show notes for this video, so you can just click through and go get it and download it if you would like it. The second one over here to show you is from Saga News. So this, see that? Right, the Smocking Arts Guild of America, and it's called Bunnies in the Carrot Patch, right there on the cover. Now, this is a very old issue of Saga News. This is actually from 1983. And no, I was not a member of Saga in 1983. I was in college. Yeah, I was in college in 1983, but yeah, not a member of Saga and not Smocking either. But so you're probably thinking, well, Lisa, how on earth am I going to get this if I like it? So this was reprinted and within the last 5 years in Saga News. I know Julie Stillwell, the editor, did reprint it. So if you are a member of Saga, just go on their website. Well, check your old issues if you have them, but if not, you can go on their website, look at the first issue of the new year, and just go back for the last few years. And you should be able to find it. And that way you can download it from the website and you can give this one a try. Now, if you're not a member of Saga, or you just don't want to go searching for this, I do have another option for you. And that is if you are on Instagram, there's this little one. And this is from Trudy Horn. If you remember, well, if you've been around Smocking at all, Trudy Horn, she is the owner of Colors, Etc. Patterns, and she did articles for Creative Sewing back in the 90s. Creative Sewing, Creative Needle, sorry, magazine. Anyway, on Instagram, she has posted this free little bunny design. It's called JG Rabbit. So if you have an Instagram account, go over there. Again, I've linked to it down below, and you can go grab it and print it out. So I hope you give one of those a try if you're interested in doing some rabbits. So as I mentioned, I am going to, or maybe I didn't. Okay, I'm going to do a bishop for Nia, so my granddaughter. So I love just a classic bishop on a little girl, and especially, while she's young, I want to take advantage and do as many bishops as I can. So that is what I am going to be doing. So kind of transitioning into bishops. Okay. On my last video that I posted, it was called 6 Reasons for Sewing Flannel, and I will put a link to that as well. I discussed the fact that flannel actually pleats up beautifully and that you can make a bishop with flannel. But I recommended in that video that if you were going to pleat the flannel, because it is a little bit heavier fabric, I recommended that you seamlessly pleat the bishop rather than trying to do French seams in flannel and then put that through the pleater. Well, I got a wonderful comment from Connie on that video, and she told me in the comment that she has no problem putting heavier fabrics, the French seams, through the pleater with the bishop because she pounds them with a hammer first. Well, I had never heard of this, so I decided to give it a try. I took some fine wheel corduroy. I did French seams on it. I went down, and my husband has a workbench in the basement. I went down, got his hammer, pounded my seams. Connie did not mention this, but I did put the piece of fabric and the seam between a pressing cloth just to protect the fabric from the hammer. But I did pound it out, and then I came up and I tried putting it through the pleater. I did put it through and did not break any needles doing it, and it actually went through really lovely. Now, I was able to get both where the pounded and the unpounded through without any problems. So I don't know if it was the pounding that really helped or if I just had really small French seams and I managed to put them through without any problem. So, because I did have my French seams were only about 3/16 of an inch. So, having said all that, um, if you would like a tutorial on how I do those very small French seams so you can get pleat your bishop with the French seams, let me know that in the comments and I'll sort of plan that for in the future to make sure I do a video on that here on YouTube. Okay, and if you wanna give Connie's method a try, let me know if it works for you, but it certainly was a great way to take out some frustration. I got down there with that hammer on the seam and whacked away. Okay, I have another resource for you, just for smocking or for sewing in general, and that is from Cloud9 Fabrics. And I meant to share this sooner, but let me just talk a little bit about them. So Cloud9 is, you might be familiar with them, especially if you're a quilter. That is what they mainly do is manufacture quilting cotton. Their fabric is 100% organic quilting cotton, which is lovely. Um, Over the years, they have experimented with other substrates besides the quilting cotton. And when they made their interlock knit, that was my absolute favorite fabric favorite knit to use with the pleater. It just was a beautiful fabric and it pleated up beautifully, and I absolutely loved it. Um, Unfortunately, they have not made any more of that knit interlock in years, and I really can't find it anymore. If you ever do find cotton Cloud9 cotton interlock, grab it. But another substrate that they also have made that I found, I got this at Fabric Mart in Pennsylvania. Again, link will be down below. This is a cotton sateen, and it is absolutely lovely. So again, they haven't made much of this, but if you find it, it's something to really grab. So it's 100% cotton, it's organic cotton, it has a beautiful drape, it's not sheer, and it has a little bit of sheen to it. And it just has a lovely hand. I probably will make a blouse for myself out of this. I absolutely would pleat it and make a children's something for my granddaughter, except just design wise, I don't think this, I'm afraid pleating this up, I'm get little blobs all along. So it probably would not be the best for that, but the fabric is gorgeous. So that's just something to look out for if you run into, or if you're Googling, look for Cloud9 cotton sateen. Now, they also do, for apparel sewing, they do a batiste, and they do have a whole line of that is going to be coming out. And that is still around. So I do plan on getting some hold of that and just see what I think of that as well. But so they have that line. And then they also do a rayon. So for apparel sewing, if you like, and it's a modal rayon. And if you're not familiar with that term, a modal refers to the process that is used when they're making the rayon. So, manufacturing rayon is environmentally, the process uses a lot of chemicals. It is not environmentally friendly. And if you see the term modal used with rayon, that is a trademark term. it refers to the process that is used in manufacturing the rayon, and it means that it is manufactured in a more environmentally responsible manner. So just to let you know about that if you're interested. Okay, so with that, I'm going to talk a little bit about my spring sewing plans for myself. So let me show you. I have another fabric here. This is a linen rayon that I picked up a few years ago again at Fabric Mart, one of my favorite places in Pennsylvania to get fabric. And I hope you can see it. Just is it upside down? No, I don't think. Well, it goes both ways. Okay. Again, really pretty drape. I want to make a dress out of this for myself. And as I said, I've had it for a couple years, but I just really could not settle on a pattern that I love the fabric so much. I really wanted to make sure I had a pattern I was going to love. And so that I loved the finished dress. So I've been spending a lot of time looking at patterns, looking at ready to wear, trying to find something I really thought would just be perfect and that I would enjoy making, and then love the finished garment. So I came up with some patterns and inspirations. First of all, this is my inspiration photo. So this is there we go. The Evie dress. It's a linen dress and it's from Bowden. So they have it in the shop right now. And I just love everything about this. The neckline, the sleeves, I love the pleats down here at the skirt. I don't know if you can also see, but there's pleats at the bottom of those sleeves. I love the puff sleeve. Perfect. So how am I going to sew this? Well, I found Style Arc has two options. So, well, the same option. So they have, this is the Trinnie dress, and then this is the Trinnie extension pack. So between the two of these, I can recreate my dress. So let me explain. This is the original dress. And if you look at we'll go this way, the line drawing, it has two bodice options. So it has, I can't backwards, this one right here, which, is just a plain simple bodice with a plain sleeve, right? And then the waistband and the skirt. Well, the reason you need this main one is to have this, I cannot do this. So you can have this bodice. I need that bodice, and that's the part of the original. But then if you go to the extension pack, you can see there's a couple additional bodices, including this V-neck one. So that, I cannot do this on the screen. This V-neck one right there. So using that, I'll have to put the two bodices together, but this will give me the V neckline. You can see there is some gathering there going into the waist, which is exactly like the Bowden dress. So I'll have to take the original bodice and then trace this V neckline and use the facings from the V neckline to finish it. I can't just use this bodice with the V neckline because it's an extended shoulder and the sleeve doesn't go into it. And I do want the sleeve. So I'll put the two bodices together. That will give me the neckline I want. And then I will use this original sleeve that came with it. I think I will expand it a little bit to make it puffed and then put the pleats on it at the bottom. And then for the skirt, can go back here, and if you see my line drawings, so this skirt with the frill, right, would be almost exactly like my inspiration dress. I would just have to add the pleats before the frill goes on. Now the inspiration dress has some gathering here rather than a flat at the waist. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. I probably will do a muslin and just see. But with this pattern, I have both options. So I can do this one and keep it flat, or I could use the tiered one and I could take the top tier and just extend it down rather than doing the 3 tiers. I could extend that down, do the pleats, and then add the bottom tier to give me that ruffled effect. So between the two of these, I should have everything I need, which I'm excited. So I will definitely do a video showing how I've made these adjustments. So look for that in the future. One last thing I do want to let you know, if you are interested in any style art dress patterns, they are running a sale now through February 19th. They are all 25% off. So I got my two today. And the code you need for that is self-love25. And again, I've put that down in the notes as well. So Style Arc is out of Australia. If you are here in the US, um, don't wait till the 19th before you order it. They are ahead of us time-wise, and so but go on over and grab, that or maybe another dress pattern. So those are my ideas for you for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and that you get some time to smock or sew. And I will be back here next Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time if you would like to join me. Happy sewing.